Alright, today we're going to be making up some snowblower skids. These ones are worn out and rusted. So you've traced out a template here. That's the same size and shape. And then I'm going to trace it onto a sheet of 1/8 inch steel. And then fold up the tabs to get the right corners and angles and everything. So we'll pull up the sheet here and trace out the shape and start cutting. Alright, now that we got the shape cut out, we're going to score along that line there and here so that we can bend those up like that so that you get the skids on the bottom. So we're just going to score across it a couple times with the angle grinder and then take the hammer and bang them so that they're 90 degrees here. Alright, so now you can see we've got the corners bent up, and it's looking pretty good so far. So the next step now is I'm going to come and weld in the two corners there, and then take the angle grinder and make sure that this is all even and level. You can see that it's a bit off there. So we'll get everything 90 degrees, make sure everything's still in alignment, trim off the flaps down here at the bottom, and then we're going to run a bead in this corner here, so that way the scored part here can stay strong even when it's got a lot of weight on it. You can see there's a slight tear right there. So we're just going to go ahead and do some of that. So you can see we've got the two corners done. So now we're just going to run beads of welds in all the corners that we scored. So we'll go ahead and do that. Alright, as you can see, we've got it all welded. I did the bottom weld in 3 different strips, letting it cool in between them to prevent warping. It's important to remember when you're doing this that this isn't necessarily a structural weld, so you don't have to crank the voltage all the way or anything. You're just getting in a bit of metal there. So we're going to let this cool a bit and then take the angle grinder to it. Alright, now that this is all cleaned up, really good looking. All the corners are rounded here, same on the other side. Here's the bracket off the snowblower that the new part is going on, and here's the bracket that I prefer. I like this one more than this one because this one it catches, and as you can see, it wears out way too quick. So I'm going to combine the two of these to make one better one. As you can see on the new one here, we're going to have to cut a bracket out because after placing it on the snowblower, this would come in contact with part of the housing. So we're going to have to trim this out so that it can mount flush up against it. Alright, we've got the holes so that the bolts fit nicely through them. So now we're just going to take a flap disc on the angle grinder and clean everything up. Clean all in here up with a wire brush. So here's the one finished. I put it on the snowblower as a test fit and it fit perfectly. Everything is smooth. Wire wheeled in here. It's really ready for paint now. So I'll show you guys that when it's done. Alright, as you can see, we've got both of them made up here. Turned out really nice. Got them all wire wheeled, flap disked. So we're just gonna end this here. I'll just paint them black and throw them on the snowblower. So thanks for watching.